Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the RBA for the Smok TFV12 Prince tank. We're going to put it in, we're going to build on it, and then we're going to vape on it. And I'll tell you my pros and cons. Okay, so as promised, here is the Smok V12 Prince RBA. I did get this for my pink Prince tank. So this is the package that it comes in. It comes with all your serial numbers and things like that. And then some information on the back. It tells you that it's supposed to bring you smooth airflow. There are coils that are currently installed in it that do come with it. I'm actually going to be using my own. And then it tells you what comes in it, which is the RBA core, the Allen key screwdriver, replacement screws, and the seal rings. And of course it does come with some coils already installed. And then you open up the package like this, just slide that out. And then you get a little box here, which I love little boxes, so this is really cool. And then you open up the box. Do I have the opening right? Yeah. Okay, open up the box. And you get some organic cotton with it. And of course it does say Smok. And then here is the Allen key and the extra grub screws as well as the O-ring. I'm actually going to take this Allen key out because I'm going to need it. Take that out. Come on. Okay, there we go. And that also says Smok. And then of course the RBA itself. And there we go. Put this aside. Okay, so here is the RBA portion itself. As you can tell, it is the same size as a regular coil that comes with the Smok tanks or that you can order separately. On the bottom, it's got the huge airflow. You do have a Phillips head screw there. That's to for your positive post. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and, okay, so that's the bottom. Here's your airflow here, your airflow here. And then this is what it looks like from the top. And then to open it up, you just unscrew this top right here. And then there is the deck right there. So again, I told you that it does already have coils installed. I'm not sure what the type is. And honestly, they don't look appetizing to me personally. So what I'm going to be doing is actually, I've got some Coil Clout fused Claptons here. Coil Clout is my stuff, you know it. And I went ahead and spaced the coils, so I'm actually going to be doing spaced coils on here. And I just pulled them apart and just bring them back together so to make it easier. So I'm going to go ahead and just take these coils out. And this is a typical velocity style deck. These are usually the regular decks that the RDAs used to come in and the RDTAs. And I'm just going to unscrew that. And I'm going to unscrew these and we're going to take out the coils and then we'll put the other ones in. These screws are very tight. You can see that there's like nice size holes there for coils. You don't want to go too big or too dramatic in an RBA base, to be honest with you, but they're very good size. So we're going to go ahead and take that one out, take that one out. I'm actually going to go ahead and put this on my pink mod because why not? I mean, oops, wait, in here to put it in my pink mod so that I can hold it. I know what I'm doing here. I really do. I just want it to hold it up so that you guys can see it. Okay, there we go. It's in there. So this is definitely a better angle for you. So I've got the screws already loosened there. So I'm going to do is take my first coil. Again, these are already spaced and really, really nice. And these are the fused Claptons that I always use. So I'm really, really happy about those. And I'm just going to put on a little screwdriver. And what you want to do on a velocity style deck is one goes down and one goes up. So we're going to do that. I'm going to try not to block the camera while I'm doing this. What I like to do is actually have one leg longer than the other to make it a little bit easier to go in. I'm just going to cut this one down right here. I just like to make it uneven so it's a lot easier when you're trying to put them in. And then one down and one up. There we go. And we're going to push them in. Just go ahead and push that in. I'm going to put it close to the deck because I can always fix it afterwards. Just keep it there and then screw those down. got that one down. Go ahead and screw this one down. And then as usual, we'll just clip our leads and then go ahead and insert the other one. Oops, there goes the screwdriver. So I have them in good, and I'm just gonna go ahead and clip this lead. Oops, if I put it in camera. There we go, and then clip this lead. There we go, so those are nice and clipped. So just double check it. I was looking through the camera, but yep, there we go. And let's go ahead and install our second one. I'm gonna do the same thing and just shorten that one leg, just to make it a little bit easier. And then we'll go ahead and install this one, same way. One down, one up. There we go, one down, one up. Get my screwdriver out of the way. It's kind of hard sometimes when you already have the other coil in. There we go. I got that in. Let's go ahead and tighten that down. So right here. Trying to make sure that you're in focus while I'm doing this. Tighten that down. And tighten this one down. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and cut the leads. You have to be really, really careful when you're cutting them and you already have a coil in there. So what I'm gonna do is just move this out a little bit. Not the whole coil, just that. There we go. Move that out a little bit, make sure my screwdriver doesn't fall. And get in here and clip that. There we go. That one's there. I'm gonna fix it in a minute. Let's go ahead and do this one. So bring this coil down so I can reach it. There we go. And I can reach it clearly. There we go. Makes it a little bit easier that way. I'm just gonna focus on this one. Raise it up a little. Sometimes you have to do this little bit of maneuvering stuff so that you can get everything done right, but it's okay. I just wanna make sure that it's even. Evens. These are not my normal clippers. There we go, a little bit shorter. I've actually got these clippers, have a longer nose on it, so that's easier. There we go. All right. I'm a perfectionist, so I am gonna go in just a little bit more. There we go. Make sure that all your pieces are out. You don't want any shards in the RBA section at all. I'll put that stuff aside. Let's go ahead and just straighten them out. So I am gonna bring them over the airflow. So I do want them over the airflow, but not touching. I'm just gonna scoot that in because you know me, I am a perfectionist. So scoot that in a little bit. Go a little bit more and away from the deck, but you got to be careful because you don't want it to come out to the outside. If it is too far on the outside, it's going to rub and it's going to skew your ohms, and not only that, it will probably short out on you too. So I'm just straightening this out and then straighten it on this side and make sure that they're not touching. And yeah, so that's what I got. That's what they are. So I'm gonna go ahead and start heating these up. Just pinch them in a little bit. Oh, that one's a little bit crooked. Drives me crazy. Bring it down. There we go. And that one's good. Okay, and one thing I'm gonna do before I start heating is I do always go back and make sure that my screws are tight, or my grip screws are tight, that it didn't loosen up during that process of moving it around. There we go. All right, all good. Make sure that my base is in tight. Okay, and then we'll start dry firing them to get them glowing evenly. Unlock the mod and then start dry firing them. And these again, I know are gonna turn a beautiful blue because these are my coil clout coils. I love coil clout. There we go, starting to heat up from the inside out. pinch them a little bit. There's little hot spots out. Here we go. Yes, they're glowing really, really nice. Getting nice colors. Okay, so heating up nice. Let's go ahead and let that cool down for a second, and then we'll go ahead and wake it up. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to be getting my Kendo Vape Cotton Gold Edition. That is my particular favorite cotton, but you can use any cotton. It doesn't have to be the same as me. Oops, I'm just dropping everything. And I'm just going to go ahead and break off a couple pieces. Thank goodness I just got my new order of cotton in because I'm running a little low. Oops. And dropped that one too. Okay, so got our cotton ready. Let's go ahead and start wicking this baby up. So I'm just going to twist my cotton like I normally do. These are 3mm inner diameter coils, so I will fit cotton very nicely. There we go. You don't want it too tight and too loose, just like normal, just like on any other RDA. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that there. This one did feel a little bit thicker. There we go. Thin that out. I like to twist it from the inside out because that way it evens it out a little bit. I put this one in there, slide that through. Again, not too tight, not too loose. I'll go ahead and clip some off, and I'm actually going to measure it to right here and just go ahead and clip that. And if I need to take more off, I can. Do the same thing there. I'd rather have it too long than too short and have to start over again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fluff them out because, well, that's the way I like to do it. There we go, just a little fluffing. A little fluffing. I'll take off the excess. There we go. I'll recut it again. Really need some new scissors. And recut this one again. And I'm just gonna check it to see, just by eyeballing it, if that's good. Let's see. So I don't want it to be too much, but I don't want it to be too little either. Let's try it out. Okay, and this is the window where the airflow is, so I'm just making sure that, or the juicing channel is. So yeah, you need to make sure that it's covering every little bit of that space, but not, you don't want to pack it in there. You need it kind of thin too. I'm actually gonna thin this one out a little bit more. Oops, I took that whole thing. I had to put different cotton in there because, yeah, well, guess what I did? I went and pulled it out, and then I had to go and put it back in, so it was better just using another piece. So I'm just gonna fluff it out again. Usually I can tell by the way it feels if it's fluffy enough. Cut that. Still think it's a little bit too thick. You can usually like feel it when you put it in, when you touch it, you can kind of feel the difference. So I put it in there. I don't feel like I'm shoving it. And it might look like I am, but I'm not. I'm really not. I'm lightly putting it in there, but I always want to make sure. See how that was kind of tight in there? I don't want it tight. It needs to be able to wick and breathe. So if it's too tight, that's not going to be able to happen. So I'm just going to cut off some more there. Fluff that out. Now let's put it in. Now it's going in a lot easier. See? That's how I want it. I don't want to shove in a whole bunch of cotton because you don't need it. It needs to be able to get to the coil to heat up. And then just look through here, make sure that the whole thing is covered, as you can see there. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So I'm just going to go ahead and fluff that out. Thin it out some. Do this one a little bit more. Sometimes going from the side helps too. Okay, get that off, get that off. Go ahead and trim that again. There we go. Fluff it out a little bit more. Yeah, that's about right. That feels about right. Let's go ahead and put this in here. Put it in here. No, still feels too thick. Like I said, when you're putting it in, you can actually feel like how thick it is by the way that it's going in. That feels a little bit better. Yeah, see, that's going in much, much better. That's how you want it. Let's take this one out. See, if I gotta pull it so hard to take it out, it's got too much. Just go ahead and take that part off. And this, it's trial and error, you know, it's really trial and error. I don't want anybody to get, you know, upset because they didn't get it right the first time. That's what's great about an RDA or an RBA is it's practice. It's practice makes perfect, you know. So you don't have to be perfect at it. You just got to be patient with it. And then make sure the holes are covered. There's cotton everywhere in there, and I can feel the difference right now. Because see, I've got some space in there. You want to make sure that you have a little bit of space so I can breathe. Just getting all my loose ends in because that's how I do. Yeah, and then let's go ahead and lube this up. So here we go. Got my yummy with me. Oh my gosh, Teddy Grahams marshmallow and donut. Yes, please. Turn this up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Oops, that's a little scraggly. Make sure it's all in there. That's just me, no problem for you. And then be careful because there is bottom airflow here, so you want to just put it on and pulse. So put it on, pulse, it's soaking in, put it on, pulse, put it on because it's dripping from the outside of the bottle, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse, because I want to see the liquid coming from the inside out. So once you start seeing the ends get a little bit wet, you know, outside the coil, right outside of it, you'll know that it's good. Okay, there we go. And then we can start doing the rest of it just to help it out, just like we would on any other build that we're doing, like an RTA, same difference. And then what we're gonna do is go ahead and get our cap, take our cap, put it on. When you're putting it on, thread it backwards to thread it on. It is a little bit like of a rough threading when you're putting it on, so don't get worried about it. That's just the way that it is. And I just turn it the wrong way so it'll grip to turn it the right way. And that's it. Look at it. You can see the cotton peeking through just the way it should be. See? And there's my build in there. If you can see it. There we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my glass piece, pop that on here, and turn it. Make sure it's on there. And release. And fill this mamma jamma up. My favorite liquid. Nothing else has been in here but this. Yummy. Close it up. And let's go ahead and raise up the temperature and go on top and take a vape. So see you on top. So here we are back with the Prince RBA section, and yeah, let's go ahead and have a vape. I have it fully open and I've actually got it on. I'm gonna start it off on 70. Okay, so 70 watts, and let's go ahead and have a vape. And of course there's like no leaking, just in case you were wondering. Okay, so let's take a vape. Oh my God, it got even yummier. Okay, so you know how I told you about the Prince coils being like really, really awesome? They are. My coils in here make it even better. Oh my God, airflow, you can hear how smooth it is. Listen. Really, really smooth. Loving the flavor of this RBA. I'm loving, loving, loving it. Of course, I have my fused Claptons in here, which are amazing. I'll leave the information on where you can get some down below. I'm really happy with this. I think I bought it for like $12. I'm going to be leaving the link down below where I can find it because I just Googled it and ordered it and had to have it because I'm an RTA girl. So this to me is close to being an RTA and still having the Prince tank on my mag kit. So I'm really, really happy. I need to get one now for my purple one, for my Smok stick, and yeah, then we'll be all set. I really like it a lot better than the other coils because it's, first, I'll be totally honest, it's inexpensive. It's a lot less expensive to go and get coils and cotton and wick it yourself than it is to buy the multiple coil packs for any device, not just Smok prints or anything, but any device. It's so much cheaper, which is why I got into making my coils anyway to begin with. And yeah, I need to take another vape. Just for your information, mine did come out to a 0.14. I'm not sure if you can see it there, but it's a 0.14. I'm at 70 watts. I'm actually going to bump it up a little bit more. I'm going to take it to 85. Let's take it to 85. 85 watts. It just keeps getting better. It keeps getting better and foggier and better. So yeah, so I'll leave all that information down below. I promised you to go ahead and do the RBA base. I went ahead and did it. If you have any questions about it, give me it down below in the comments section. I'll answer you back. Any questions, comments, anything like that. Please don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I've got a lot more things coming and I'd love to have you on board. So if you want any information about my Patreon page, that is also down below. I've actually got a giveaway going on over there. It actually ends in 2 days. So yeah, so you might want to get in on that. Yeah, so I'll be seeing you later.